welcome once again to Voice of the Coast. I'm Chris Hunter, Seth Thomas from the Morgan City Recreation Department joining us here, and we are here to talk about summer camp, which is already underway, but fortunately it's not a situation of, oh, you missed the first day, you're out.
No, we have 6 one-week sessions. We're in the middle of our second week, basically, and you still got time to register, but you know, the summer heat's here, they in the gym, they're having a good time, and we put it on every year, and so far it's been a very good response.
We're staying in the gym?
Staying in the gym for as long as we can. We do outside activities. Every morning, 10 to 12, I get the old 16-passenger van, we load up the kids, and we'll go, today we went to the museum, we'll go to Pet and Zoo, we go to Putt-Putt Golf, we go to the Spray Park. I got to give a shout out to Miss Kim Willoughby out in Bayou Vista. She's allowed us to go with her day camp and kind of go on days. We go bowling, they go, and well, we kind of mingle with them. So it's been really very good so far. The turnout has been good, and we're excited about it.
Some of the particulars, what ages is this open for?
It's 6 to 12. You have to be 12 by, I believe it's July 31st. And so they got different activities we do in the gym itself. We have arts and crafts they like to do. They you know, let me tell you, you get all this stuff, you throw some cardboard boxes in there, they build forts, they do all this stuff. So they find a way to make their stuff happy. Plus we got water slides on site over there that they love to do. But I got to give a shout out to my counselors. Miss G, she runs the whole show. She's a teacher, Miss Gallardo, and she does a great job, and she keeps them in line. But I have Julia Sloan and Raleigh Dupree who goes in, and I'm going to tell you, first class, kids love them, and they get worn out, but they do a good job.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. What's the ratio? How many kids is each adult expected to watch?
Well, you know, we try to get it to where it's 10 kids per adult, but we want to have enough, you know, to really have them covered, especially when we go off site. Like I said, I get to go with them, and we went to the Bayou Vista Library last week, and they had a didgeridoo Aborigine from Australia come in and really was educational, and I enjoyed it, and so I know that the kids did, but they do a great job, and they go and sometimes they participate, our counselors, and they're there all day, and let me tell you, they troopers, because I don't know, Chris, I'm getting a little older, and it's tough for me to deal with them, but they do a great job, and you know, I'm there on Fridays, we have movie day, and I make popcorn and cotton candy. That's what I'm in charge of. They give me the simple jobs.
All those hats you got.
Yeah, right. You drive the van, you make your popcorn, you make cotton candy. But they love that too. But it's been a good response. And like I said, you can sign up the week before, and it's Monday through Friday. And we go all day. We wanted a few day camps that go all day. Bayou Vista goes half day. You see the Vacation Bible Schools go for a week. We're there. You can drop them off 7:30, and you pick them up at 5. They bring their own lunch, but a lot of times we have pizza. We buy pizza on Fridays, and we have snacks. And the kids still love snacks. We go get snowballs. They got ice cream, and so we do a lot of that. But
is
we're
there a
enjoying
fee
it.
involved in this?
Yes, $125 a week, which that's cheaper than any babysitter. And a lot of times they bring a little extra money if we go bowling. They say, well, can we get snacks? Yeah. After the first frame, they all hungry. So you got to wait around. I said, how about if we finish? When you're finished, we'll get a snack. Well, then they go, after 3 frames, I'm done. Can I get a snack? I said, okay, let's get some candy and chips. Well, they got pizza, they got cheese sticks. I said, no, you're about to go eat lunch. So, I mean, kids are fun, and they keep you young.
Yeah, I've been a father, I'm a grandfather. I know what it's like when you take a kid from out of the home. You always got to be prepared. Where's a place to get something to eat? You got to be ready for that.
And, you know, my daughters are 29, 27, and 25, so I'm out of that mode. It takes me a little bit to get back into it, especially, you know, driving that van. When they say kids say the darndest things, they not lying, because I hear some stuff that I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, just inquisitive kids, and they talking about different stuff, and it's fun, and I guess, you know, I enjoy it.
Is this limited to kids from the Morgan City area, or you've taken from outside the city?
Yeah, we'll take outside the city. We have some from Berwick, some from Bayou Vista, and you know, we'll take anybody that wants to drop them off. And hey, we make 2 trips in that van. If we have 19 kids, I'll take 2 trips. If we would get more than that, we'd take 3 trips. I don't have no CDL to drive a bus, and we don't have a bus, but I want to have a shout out to the Morgan City Youth Center. They have 2 vans and a bus, and they allow us to take the vans from 10 to 12 in the morning every day. So Caleb over there does a great job, and they work well with us, and we get to use the van, so it helps out.
Outstanding. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more Voice of the Coast. Welcome back to Voice of the Coast. We are joined right now by the director of the Morgan City Recreation Department, also popcorn maker, cotton candy spinner, and van driver, Seth Thomas. He got all of his hats, doing it all for the Morgan City Summer Day Camp. You mentioned a lot of field trips involved in this, but on a week-to-week basis, and being as this is, really just a small area, there's only so many things to do. You got to be repeating some of these activities now.
And we do, and we have kids coming for each one, so you got to kind of keep it fresh. But they enjoy the putt-putt golf, and after that we'll go to the little playground and they'll play, they'll get themselves worn out. They love the spray park on Friday, and I mentioned the Bayou Vista Community Center and their day camp. They have a Friday fun day, and they put spacewalks and different stuff on the baseball field, and they invite our kids to come and not only go to the spray park, but go out to that as well. And so that's fun. But yeah, we do some of the same things, but hopefully that they won't get tired of it. The one thing we do is in the afternoons, we have a police department coming on Monday, and the detectives or the DARE program or the K-9 unit, and they'll go over and they'll dress them up in all the thing. They'll, we have the fire department come in. We have our local tennis pro, Brian Terry, comes in and teaches pickleball. We have also different activities that they do in the afternoon, and we're looking for storytellers. We're looking for anything. But you mentioned this area. One of the things we lost, and was a big loss, was our pool. Now, this administration is really working hard to get that new pool, and it's going to happen. And that's the one thing they would like, to have a pool and a spray park over there behind the auditorium in that area somewhere. And the mayor, he's really working hard to get that. And also, we don't have a picture show. That used to be a great thing. They used to have free movies on certain days. You go and they make the money off of the concessions. And again, our kids, they would bring money, and it's amazing. Some of them would have a baggie full, and you keep the baggies, and some of them have $20. And how times have changed. We said the kids bring their lunch. It's $125. They bring their lunch 4 days. We have pizza the 5th day. But a lot of times, you're sitting there, and here comes Domino's. Here comes DoorDash. You got parents that DoorDash the food to the gym.
I thought you were going to say somebody donated food to the whole group, but did somebody send it to their kid?
No, they're out of town, so I didn't pack their lunch today, so I'm DoorDashing it. That's a little different for me, It's a little different than peanut butter sandwiches.
2025.
2025, and it's hard to get used to it, but we do, and I just think it's really important to have something like that. Again, there's so much you can do in there, and they do a lot of things, and to keep them active, and hopefully to wear them out at the end of the day. And like I said, every day they get outside on that water slide, sometimes twice a day. The more kids we got, we'll put 2 of them out there. You'll see them blown up over there at the Shannon Gym, and the object is to wear them out. But again, kudos to the counselors. They're there all day.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to keep kids interested all day.
But you mentioned police department or the sheriff's department, and I think that's great. I mean, it's super that you give them an all-day fun activity to do. But if you can take the moment to kind of engage their morality, for lack of a better word, and make sure you can take some time to get a positive message in there, that's outstanding.
Yeah, we tried to, and I tell you what, our local police, our fire department. I'm about to call old friend, Carlo Gagliano with the Canadian Ambulance, and hopefully maybe get them there. But the fire department comes, they have a little remote control fire truck. They also actually lit a fire, and the kids actually put it out. So, I mean, it's really neat, and they have a firehouse coming in that it actually gets on fire. And so, I mean, look, they love that. They bring the fire truck. Us and police department, they come. They have been so good with it, and it does. It allows kids who normally wouldn't interact with police or firemen to get to know them. Now, we do have some kids of policemen and some firemen. Yep. So when they come, they know them. And so that's a little different too. But The local people here are great, and what we don't have, we make up for it, I think, with the people.
And one more time, because we're just about out of time, how do parents register their children?
Just come by the recreation department. It's $125. You fill out the form, bring a birth certificate. If they hadn't played anything with us, you bring a birth certificate one time. You don't have to bring it back. And if you want to go the next week, you just come in the next week and pay, and then we just redo the registration form. So very simple. It doesn't take long. And again, you can drop your kids off. You pick them up. If you need to get them early, you just tell the counselors, and it all works out.
Seth Thomas, appreciate your time.
Chris, always a pleasure.
All right, we'll see you next time on Voice of the Coast. Have a great night.